Hi everyone, I wanted to share with you today a tool that's been really essential in my practice, especially these days, to help me maintain a sense of balance in this totally bizarre and very challenging time for a lot of us. And that tool is Nadi Shodhana Pranayama. Those of you who have practiced my lead class videos know that we often practice it at the end of our asana practice, but it's also a really great standalone practice. It can be done in really any amount of time that you have. If you have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or even longer, you can incorporate this pranayama into a regular practice to help invite a balancing of the nervous system. The breath in general is a really special thing because it serves as a bridge between our subconscious and our conscious. As we know, if we're not paying attention to our breath will take care of itself. As we are moving about our daily lives, we simply breathe without putting any effort into it, really, any conscious effort. And at the same time, when we want to direct conscious effort to our breath, we can. We can elongate it, we can shorten it, we can make it deeper or shallower. And those choices, those intentions will have an impact on how we feel. And so that's one of the great things about pranayama, is that it allows us to walk that bridge, to dance that dance between the subconscious and the conscious. When we're breathing, the exhalations generally tend to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. So for those of us who have a tendency toward anxiety or fear, or generally a sense of overstimulation, that's what we want to activate. We want to activate the parasympathetic nervous system to allow us to slow down, calm down, and invite rest into the body and the mind. So for those of us who resonate with wanting to invite those qualities, that's what we want to focus on. An exhale, longer, deeper exhale. For those of us that have a tendency toward depression or lethargy, or just feeling a little heavy, a little down, we want to activate the sympathetic nervous system that energizes us, that gives us energy, gives us a sense of aliveness and stimulation. And the inhalations help us to do that. So we're going to address both those today. I'm going to offer some tools to activate the parasympathetic nervous system by elongating the exhale. And I'm going to offer a tool to activate the sympathetic nervous system by holding the breath in at the top of the inhale. I'll offer all these tools, and you can choose whichever ones resonate with you, whichever ones you feel like serve you. And over time, as you become familiar with this pranayama, you can change day to day what will serve you. You can sort of tune in and find what's going to serve you the best on that day. Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, for those of you who aren't as familiar with it, is the alternate nostril breathing. We're switching between the right and the left side, and that's particularly good at cultivating this balance. Okay, so the very basic action of this pranayama is to lift up the right hand, extend the last 2 fingers and the thumb out. The third finger here you use to control your left nostril. The thumb you use to control your right nostril. And just a quick reminder that I'm not mirroring you. This is actually my right hand. So you want to lift up your right hand. It will look like it's opposite from mine. Okay? So we find that formation in the hand. And then exhale fully. You can do this with the eyes closed or keep a soft gaze past the nose. Close off the right nostril with the thumb and take an inhale through the left. Close the left and exhale right. Inhale through the right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Release that. You can allow the eyes to open if they were closed. So that's the basic pattern. We inhale left, exhale right. Inhale right, exhale left. A couple of things you want to pay attention to, or just bring some awareness to, is the tendency for other parts of the body to tense up when we're practicing the pranayama. But personally, I tend to find a little tension in my hips. Sometimes my shoulders are hunching up towards my ears, just very slightly. Oftentimes I am tightening up my eyes or around my jaw. So when we're practicing, I want you to just bring some awareness into the body and find those places of tension for you, and then invite those places to soften. In this pranayama, you're welcome to find the ratio in terms of inhalation and exhalation that's serving you. If you're not as familiar with the pranayama, if you're just practicing maybe for the first time or the first few times, then the work is just to get the pattern integrated. Don't worry so much about how long the inhalations and exhalations are. You could try to maintain a roughly equal ratio. If you've been practicing for a while, or if this feels already pretty comfortable for you, then I'm going to offer a couple of different ratios that I really like. And these are targeted toward relaxation, promoting rest, because we're going to elongate the exhale slightly. So slightly longer exhale than inhale. And if we're doing it this way, I would recommend practicing with a soft belly. So if you are inviting rest and relaxation, particularly if you're practicing this towards the end of the day, maybe right before bed. This is a great one to practice right before bed, but keep the belly soft. Yeah, we don't want to engage the bandhas in this particular variation of the pranayama. So if you'd like to try that, I'm going to talk you through it now. I'll start with a 4-6 ratio, and then I'll offer a 6-8 ratio. And what I mean by that is the count. So a 4 count in and a 6 count out, or a 6 count in and an 8 count out. If it sounds complicated, don't worry. I'm going to talk you through it right now. If that feels like a little too much and you prefer to just breathe at your own pace, please by all means do that. Follow the same pattern, left, right, left, but breathe at your own pace. If you'd like to join me in the count, we'll start by exhaling together, closing off the right nostril with the thumb, and inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Close left, exhale right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale left, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale left, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can feel free to continue with that. If that ratio is feeling good to you. If you felt that it was a little fast, that you wanted to slow down the breath a little bit more, I'm going to count us through a 6-8 ratio now. You can only do this if you feel like it would serve you. If you already felt that that was challenging enough, then stick with the 4-6 count. For those of you who'd like to try, we'll again start by exhaling fully. closing off the right nostril with the thumb. And inhaling left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhaling right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can continue with that. If this is feeling really good to you, then stick with it. I'm going to offer, for some of us who'd like to try, one more tool, and that's an inhalation retention. So that means holding the breath in at the top of your inhale. And this is a tool now for those of us who need a little bit more energy, a little bit more stimulation, activation. And if you are doing it this way, you can do it with the bandhas engaged, particularly if you're practicing this pranayama in the morning. It can be really powerful to activate the bandhas, especially at the top of the inhale when we're doing the kumbhaka, when we're retaining the breath in. You can activate the bandhas by drawing the belly in, that's Uddiyana Bandha, and lifting up the pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. I could do an entirely different primer on the bandhas, but I'm not going to do that now. If the bandhas are something familiar to you and you'd like to engage them, feel free to engage them. But you don't have to. You can also do the retention at the top of the breath without the bandhas engaged. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then just leave that alone and just focus on the breath. Okay, and one other point that I want to make before we do the retentions is that this is not a competition. It's not about how long you can hold your breath in. This is about inviting balance into the body and the breath and the mind. So if you feel yourself straining, like the breath is getting very tight, or your heart starts beating really fast, or you start to feel panicked or short of breath, that's a sign that you're pushing it too much. So you can shorten the length of the retentions, or you can just let the retentions go entirely and just come back to breathing simply left, right, right, left. Okay, so if you'd like to try the retention, we'll do that now together. Exhale fully. Close the right nostril. Inhale through the left. Close both nostrils, drop the chin to the chest. Hold the breath in. Lift the chin and slowly exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close the nostrils, drop the chin to the chest, hold the breath in. Lift the chin, slowly exhale left. Inhale left. Chin to chest. Lift the chin, slowly exhale right. Inhale left. Chin to chest, keep that chest lifted, shoulders relaxed, spine straight. Lift the chin, slowly exhale left. Inhale left. Kumbhaka. Lift the chin, slowly exhale right. Inhale right. Kumbhaka. Lift the chin, slowly exhale left. And release the hand and just let that go. You can allow the eyes to open if they were closed. And just check in with yourself and see how that felt. What I'm going to offer us now is 5 minutes to practice Nadi Shodhana Pranayama in whatever form is calling to you. So you could just do left, right, right, left without any pause and find the ratio that's feeling good, just whatever comes naturally. If the 4-6 ratio felt good, you can try that. If the 6-8 ratio felt good, practice that. If it felt good to do the retention at the top of the breath, invite that into your practice. Really, we have 5 minutes now to practice in whatever way is going to serve us. If you were quite comfortable with the pranayama, you practiced this before, then you could invite something like the 6-8 ratio in along with a retention at the top of the breath. So that would be a 6 count inhale, dropping the chin to the chest, holding kumbhaka for maybe 6 counts or so, lifting the chin and slowly exhaling an 8 count. And then inhaling through the right at 6 count, dropping the chin to the chest, kumbhaka for a 6 count, lifting the chin, and slowly exhaling an 8 count to the left. That's pretty challenging, so just go at your own pace. Again, markers for indications that you're pushing yourself a little too much are constrained breath, a sense of panic, or just a lot of unnecessary tension in the body. If you're feeling any of those things, it's just a sign to back off. Take it a little gentler with yourself. What I'm going to do now is set a 5-minute timer. You'll hear a bell at the beginning and a bell at the end. complete your next full cycle. Release the right hand. And take a few deep breaths. Now slowly let go of conscious effort. Allow the breath to soften, to return to its natural rhythm. Let the awareness rest inward on this natural rise and fall of the breath, on the sensations and feelings within the body. You're welcome to stay here in a seated meditation as long as you like. Pranayama is really an excellent precursor to meditation. You're also welcome to lie down and take a rest here. Or if you feel complete in your practice, you can simply allow the eyes to open and move on to whatever's next in your day or your night. And my hope is that this practice becomes a regular part of your daily practice. It's really powerful, and I hope that it invites in you a sense of balance and stability, as it has for me. Remember that you can practice it anytime, morning, afternoon, or evening. If you are practicing in the later part of the day, the evening part of the day, or in the nighttime as a preparation before bed, keep the belly soft and leave the retentions out. Just smooth inhalations and exhalations, perhaps focusing on a longer exhale. If you are practicing in the first half of the day, in the morning or even in the early afternoon, that's a good time to practice the inhalation retentions, as they are quite stimulating. And again, you can do those with or without bandhas. So I hope this has been helpful, and I hope it's another tool that you can put into your tool belt. Till next time. Namaste.